What's up, everybody? Just coming in. If anybody's in here yet, I am going around the corner here, not too far. We're going to scan a little bit. We're going to see what's under this bridge. We're going to catch for. We're going to fish for whatever bites. I only got a couple hours for this. Oh, nobody watching it. Way deep. Hey, what's going on, Brian B? Think that you. It's kind of hard to see. This sun's like right in my face. Butterflies and sunshine, small waters. What's up? We got a couple 3 hours here. I'm gonna scan a couple of spots, maybe try for some walleye or for some crappie or whatever. I didn't bring any catfish bait. I didn't have the time to sit and wait them out. So gotta get out while I still got weather. No else. All right, we're coming up on this bridge here. Wind is blowing up current, so that always makes it a pain in the butt. But we'll see what we can do. I got a blade bait tied on. I got some wolves with me. I got some. I'm gonna see if there's any crappie underneath this bridge. We'll put some live scope on them, see if I can find them. This right here on this side is some nice shallows here. I've done good in the past, but I'm not marking anything. I'm right. I don't know, maybe half a mile away from the boat ramp. Just figured I'd get out for a little bit. Let's see who's in here. John, you got your life back together yet after that hurricane? Hopefully you do. All right. You know what? I'm going to get these out of my way so I can get up there and put my ice. Yes, yes, yes. Beep, beep, beep. Let's see what we got here. Menu, transmit, back. All right, let me turn down the gain here. Small water SCators. Jody, what's going on? All right, so we're going to check these decaying weed lines here today. Let's see what's on them. Should have adjusted my live scope before we got out here. But I'm hoping there's some crappie under this bridge. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there's not. Well, this time of year there is. Normally there isn't. Worst comes to worst, we can always go hit the channels, which you guys will think are pretty cool. It's a pretty neat little spot to fish. It will be out of the wind. All right. Not marking nothing yet. It's hard for me to see chat, so entertain yourselves while I get this done here. Jody. I didn't snub you, Jody. I can't see. It's too bright. Now I'm old. I even got my readers on. Don't give me no flack. I saw that flathead you caught yesterday. Good job. All right. Is there anything on this side of the bridge? There's the bridge pylon. You guys will see as soon as I get under it. A lot of tires over here. Am I marking fish in there? I don't see any specks of rice for walleye. There's some fish here near the bottom, but they don't look like. Oh, they took the buoys out. Ooh. All right, let's see what's on this side of the pilot. Or this side of the bridge P post. Oh, I'm seeing fish over here, but I don't know what they are. I'm actually in 5 feet of water. The wind's blowing me up current. That might be good to anchor. Yeah, Sorry about looking down. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm going to check this one out here. Make sure I'm not going to get clobbered by another boat. I do not see crappie by the bridge. All right, we're going to scan along this shoreline here, along the weeds, see if I can mark any walleye. If I can, awesome. If I can't, we'll go into the channels. Old Creek, what's going on? How you doing? Half Century, what's going on? How you guys doing? Sorry, I'm not looking up at the screen. The sun is kind of crazy, but we're gonna scan the ledge here, and the weed line are decaying this time of year. Should have got out a little earlier, but things didn't work out. Here, since I can't read you guys, camera, might as well not. Oh, didn't want to do that. More settings, camera. I'll give you guys a front view. There we go. We'll switch it back over. There we go. Give you a look at where I'm fishing. All right, I'm marking fish here right in the middle. I don't know what the heck they are, and they're moving awfully quick. Ooh, there's a lot of fish out here. All right, you know what? I got an idea. We got to cast to them, right? We have to cast to them. John might be lucky and see me catch a smallmouth over here. He would love that. All right, we're gonna fan cast this. I'm gonna drop the All right, currents going. Oh, let me turn this around here more. Yes, peak layout, private, stream info, settings, camera. There we go. I'm back. All right. We're gonna cast around the boat here so we can get a little blade bait action. This blade bait might be too light. I mean, might need to retie to a worm and a big jig head, but we'll see. Might not catch anything. And of course, here comes a boat. See what we get. It's hard to live stream unless you're catfishing because you got to kind of pay attention to what you're doing. Like I said, I'll just fan cast this spot. I got one more spot. I think I might be able to find some down right down here. I'm just taking this blade bait and yo-yoing it off the bottom, pulling it up off the bottom like a foot, letting it fall. If there's a walleye there, it'll pin it to the bottom. If there's not, there's not. Walleye and drum love these things. Channel cats will bite them too. These are one of them old baits that work really well. All right, one more cast and then we're moving. Maybe two more. There we go. I actually was kind of surprised I didn't see anything around that bridge pylon. All right, let's move on down. All right. Half Century still in here. Hey, we got 15 people watching. What's going on, Half Century? There's Minnow Dunkers. What's up, buddy? Steve Brill, how you doing? We're gonna try and catch him. I ain't gonna be out here too long. It's just I'm not gonna fish. Bugman, what's up? Eddie Gross, what's up? I'm not gonna be out here all that long, so I figured I would do hit and run a bunch of spots. In my experience, if there's fish, they'll bite. We're gonna go down that way about, I don't know, quarter mile, not even. I got the live scope down in the water, so we can't really get up on plane. But you know, we'll scan the weed line, like I said. 5 feet of water. Water temp is 53 degrees. All right, let's see what we got here. And a lot of scum up on the water near the bank. There's the weeds right there. Oh, there's a ton of fish right there too. See if I scared them away or what. Nope, they're there. They're there. We're stopping here. We're stopping here. They're about 50 feet in front of me. Which way are they? They're off to the side here. Okay. All right. They're underneath that scum line. So let's see what we can do. Should stand on the front of the boat, but you guys won't be able to see me. Oh my goodness. This one thing about these blade baits, man. They hook into everything. There we go. All right. don't know why I hit anchor lock. I should have just hit. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. I got my transducer on my trolling motor. So when you hit anchor lock, it turns side to side. Let me fix this camera. There we go. Hey, Rod Wilson, how you doing? Ooh, almost caught that one in the face too. All right. They're in front of the boat here. That's okay. We can cast that far. A lot of suspended fish. See what they are. All right. All right. Had a hit. Couple more casts and we'll move on. Hey, what's up, Benoit? Benoit? Why do I keep saying Benoit? I used to work for a dealership called Benoit. That's why. You have to forgive me. Habit. It just comes out. Back when I was a young man. Benoit Chrysler Plymouth. Benoit. Benoit. All right, one more cast and we're moving. Kind of anxious to get into the channels. Love-hate relationship with these blade baits. All right, one more cast in front of the boat. Maybe two. There's like barely any current. Ooh. There we go. Got one on the drop. Don't think it's a walleye. Oh, look at this. White bass. Hit it on the drop. Decent size one. If I'd like to eat them, this would be a good size. Skunks out the boat. You can't catch fish on just silly pieces of metal. It's using this blade bait right here. That's it. And boom. Hit it right on the fall. Not a bad size one. Pretty good one. But that's not what we're here for. Knock the skunk out the boat. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around again, and we'll go to the next spot. No, he's all right, let me see what's going on here in chat. Well, Bugman, what's up? Watch the sharp gibble. Yeah, they do this. Mike Sampy, what's going on? How you doing? If I missed any chats or anything, forgive me, folks. Benoit, see, I got it right. Bob and Doreen, welcome. How you doing? What is up? How you doing? 217, what's up? All right, we got a fish in a boat. All right, let me turn this camera around, and we are going to move to the next spot. Give you guys a little view. Who wants to look at me? I know I wouldn't. Son of a biscuit. Let's see. Settings, camera, scroll here. We want to go back. Triple camera, back dual wide. That'll work. All right. There's probably a bunch of other white bass over there, but that's not why I'm here. I'm not a big fan of eating white bass. Actually, I'm not fishing to keep, but I still would like to catch the target species, which is, well, actually, I did come out here just wanting to catch anything. So, yeah, those blade baits, they're a pain in the butt to cast without them getting tangled up. But, you know, fishing ain't easy. No guts, no glory. All right, so I'm just using side imaging. I'm out like 100 feet. I'm looking for fish. I see a bunch of fish right up here next to the side, but those look like carp. They're all bunched up in there. Like right up on the ledge. Those gotta be carp. All right. Let's see what we can do. I will get up on the front of the boat. Yeah, you should be able to see me. There's got to be more white bass, what I'm seeing. Here comes another. There we go. Got me a stick. Oh, lost me a stick. We'll wait till this boat passes by. My balance ain't what it used to be, so I like to hold on when they come by. Well, I'm not sitting in my. All right, there's a hump here in the middle. It appears to have some fish on it, so we're going to try and cast to it. See what we can find out. All right, I think this is it for this spot. I'll take one more look with the forward facing, see if anything else came in here. Check the ledge. There's some little fish straight out that way. Actually, they're like right in front of the boat. I think they're nothing to write home about, but we'll We'll see what they do. The weed line has been along this whole bank here pretty thick all summer long. And when I'm using the side imaging and the front facing is to find out where that weed line is. A lot of times this time of year, when the weed line dies, minnows are coming out of the weeds because I got nowhere else to go. And the walleye will be in there. Oh, actually, all predator fish will be in there. See, there's a ton of little ones. I can see the minnows, but there's no predators feeding on them. One more long cast. And of course, that's the thing about these blade baits. Oh, look, it straightened itself out for once. One more long cast along this weed line here and see what happens. We'll go down another 100 yards. Right now, I'm fishing in 3 feet of water. But there's like a 7-foot hole out here in the center. It's easier to find in the summer because I got, yeah, there's a lot of bait fish here. Where are the predators? Another thing I'm learning is if you're finding bait fish and they're not balled up, there's nothing chasing them. Move on. Because if they'll ball up to hide and protect themselves, but if they're not doing that, there ain't nothing, there is nothing chasing them. So time to move on. Let's flip the camera back over and I'll take a look at chat before we move too. Or we'll leave the camera this way and I can read chat from here. Of course, every time I sit down, some more fish switching. Mike Sampson, Bugman. Greenwell, what's going on, bud? How you doing, my friend? Just doing a little odds and ends river fishing. See what bites. We're gonna try one more spot with the blade bait, and then we're gonna go into the channels. Rustic, what's going on? We got one little white bass in the boat. I've only been out here, what, 44 minutes? Gonna doing a short one because I got date night tonight as every Friday night. Looking forward to it. I've been eating like a athlete all week, meaning on a diet. So it's time to have me a cheat day. Speaking of cheat days, man, Eric B on Chrissy's channel this weekend, they're having a wing eating contest. Them boys can eat. You want to be entertained? Go in there. I think they're doing it for a good cause. I'm not sure what the charity is, but it sounds like fun. I hear Brian B is donating $1 per wing. Brian, if you're still listening, oh, here we go. Right here. I overshot that son of a biscuit. All right, we're gonna try right here, right in the middle. Those are better looking fish, and a pot of them. All right, let's try and get them. They're about 50 feet out in front of the boat. And here comes another boat. I can hear it in the background. That same pontoon boat passed me earlier. All right, they're 40 feet out in front of the boat. Let's see if I can get a cast or two out to them before this boat swings by here and ruins it for me. I need to get me one of them bicycle seats for the boat, for the front of the boat, so I can keep fishing through this and don't need to lean back on the windshield. Right now, the front of the boat's sitting in like 5 feet of water. Go. We're on the ledge across here. My casting accuracy with this thing is not the best. I just had a bump. Actually felt like a walleye too. And they're way out there, like 70 feet. Yeah, these are white bass right out here. See if we can get them on a retrieve. You know, we're gonna try a jig. We're gonna float a jig by him, see what we can get to bite. Although blade baits are good, they're not the most uh, foolproof method. Keep it simple, stupid. What I'm trying to say, and I'm talking to myself, not you guys. All right, we're getting a crappie jig out here. I got this, I don't know, about 3 feet. I'm going to put a little smelly jelly on it. Smelly jelly. Actually, this is the brush pile jig stuff. I'm gonna dip this in my jig. These are new baits just released this year from Bobby Garland called the Little Roamers. I think Brad Chappell, the guy who does Crappie Connection, he designed these. Reason why I'm using them is because they're more of a shad profile than anything. Here, let me show you. See if I can get this in the camera. There we go. You guys see that? Looks like a little shad. So let's see if them fish are still out there. That's the problem with fishing rivers in the middle of the current. A lot of times they get up and move. But we got to try, right? All right. They're near the bottom, so this might help. See if I can get them here. We're just going to float this right out here and see if they hit. That should be right on them. My guess would be they're white bass. They're schooled up a little tight. They're not moving. They're staying pretty close to structure. It doesn't mean I have what they want to eat or they're feeding. I don't see any bait fish around. Usually white bass. They're pretty aggressive feeders when they're feeding. They're like, they're baby hybrids, baby stripers. Well, they're in the same family, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. Really curious to see if there's any fish in those channels up here. That's our next stop. If they don't bite this, or these fish don't bite this, we're gonna call it and move. We'll present to them a couple of times. Every year I try to learn something when I'm fishing, take it for what it's worth. This year what I'm learning is if the fish are there and they're eating, holy smokes, they sound like a Chicago thug. They'll bite. You're gonna catch them. If you ain't catching nothing, move. Move, move, move. Don't waste time. I'm talking about other than catfish. Catfish or flathead are a little different story. I don't catch them during the day as much as I used to, but I don't spend as much time chasing them. Flathead are a young man's game, young person's game, I should say. All right, whatever it is, they don't want it. They could be shad too, big shad. I'm not marking them. So my guess is those are shad. That's not a shad. That's something else. It's something's getting ready to feed out here. See what it is. This wind is blowing me all over. Just picked up again. A whole bunch of fish just moved in over here. So we'll give it a few. I got a wind knot. Told you it was windy. And another wind knot. Actually, that was for me. Wherever they were, they are gone. In and out. That's the problem with fishing like the main channels. They're chasing something or even a current. A little bit of current will take them out. So let's go to that next spot. I want to get there before the day ends. Or my day ends, I should say. Let me get the trolling motor up. Make sure it's locked in there. We don't have far to go. We do got a little ways. All right, I still got the camera facing forward, I believe. Let me take a look at chat real quick. Hey, what's going on, Jonathan? How you doing? Water temp is 54.5. John, you know where I'm at too. Skipjack, what's going on? How you doing? Yeah, we're just out chasing fish. I got a little time before I got to go someplace tonight. So I figured I'd come out here for a few hours, throw some jigs and some blade bait, see what I can get. That flathead you caught, man, was a nice one in your last video. But one of these days, I'm gonna have to head up where you were at and fish. I just never make my way out there at night, but that's okay. Time to go to the channels. One little white bass in the boat, but we wanted to look. All right, let's see. Everything banked down, rods locked down. All right, let's giddy up. We're here. I told you it wouldn't take long. We're going to drop the trolling motor here in a second. Going to stop us before we get in there. A lot of times there'll be fish right here at the mouth, so I don't want to spook them off. We're in a foot of water. It's shallow. All right. We want to go all the way to the end of this channel here. This is like a whole bunch of connected channels here. We're back into 3 feet. We're going to see if there's any panfish, any crappie, anything here at the end. Speed up the trolling motor a little bit. Got to keep up with the wind blowing me in. Hey, Mark Barnum, how you doing, bud? Cindy, I said hello. Shirley T, how you doing there? We're just seeing what's out on the river. Nothing in particular. I'll get closer to this side. A lot of weeds in here. I'm marking fish under these docks. I didn't bring anything to get under these docks with. We're going to go down to the end and work our way out because we'll be nose into the wind. That'll help me with boat position a little more. 20 mph. Yeah, we got 15s. It's been kind of rough. It wasn't 15 when I left. It was dead calm, Mark. That's why I came out here. If I knew it was going to be like this, I might not, but it is what it is. We're just trying. I got a little white bass so far. I've only been out here for a little while. Been out here for what, an hour. Just checking spots, seeing what's going on. The weeds are starting to die off, so I'm looking for weed in the edges of weed lines, looking for bait fish swimming out of the weeds that used to be here. Right now, I'm in some channels trying to get out of the wind, see if there's any crappie in here. In the spring, there usually is. I've caught them here in the fall too. These weeds are still thick in here, so we'll just have to cast them between the winds or between the weeds. See if we can get one to jump. Let's see. This might even be too thick to fish. It was better back a little ways. I'm in here, might as well try. Might as well try. Somebody's either yelling at their dog named Maury or telling me morning, but it's not morning, so I think dog's name is Maury. All right, let's see how close we can get to this dock. We'll cast around this dock here. Let's take a peek. Through that dock. I don't see nothing. I see shallow water. Here, might as well cast in there. I've caught them in forest. Put this to about, see what's out here. One thing I like about this cove here is the wind's blowing into it. I'm a big fan of fishing the wind. A lot of times in some of these channels, there's like a metal seawall, iron seawall, steel seawall. You could usually catch them in there. But the water's so shallow. I'm not seeing anything. The water's super clear. You don't know until you throw. I think it's time to change the line on this. It's got a lot of memory going on. In the spring, I'll get in here. I'll actually pick up some minnows just until I find them. I'll have like 3 or 4. I'll have 3 poles out here spread out with floats. Just keep moving them, see if anything's there. I've caught some big whites in here. Here. And when I'm fishing plastic underneath a float, slow retrieve, so slow it just about hurts. Fishing plastic under a jig head 16th ounce. Should probably lower it to 1/32, but I'm not long enough here long enough to be re-rigging everything. Especially not for a midday bite either. What is going on here? Might need to re-rig just so I can get a cast. We might have to re-rig just because this wind I got in here. I can't even get a cast. We could switch to the other rod. Hey, if this cast don't work, we're switching over. I don't think it's gonna. Oh, all right. The hazards of fishing 20-mile-an-hour winds. I do want to fish because I think I do see fish back there. Get my other pole. I got a slip bobber set up here, but I'll just set it real shallow. Not a real big fan of slip floats and shallows, but it is what it is. All right, she's adjusted, so let's get over here. Can you guys see me? Let me fix this. Probably crappy view. All right, let's see what we can do. Oh, there we go. There's a bite. Probably bluegills pulling at the tail. Oh, this time. They're in there. They might be bluegills, but they're in there. All right, now I will take bluegill. I got a 2-inch bait on here. Might be a little bit big for him. Come on, something, eat it. Eat it. I had 2 bites and then nothing. Oh, they're friends. I wasn't. Oh, there we go. Come on, take it. Yeah, they're little guys, little bluegills. See, I don't. You guys can't see that, but there's one moving my bait around. There we go. Let's see what's been messing with my bait over there. Look at this perch. Little baby perch. They are pretty fish, though. Gotta watch their gills. They'll cut you real bad like a white bass. There. Hopefully you guys can see that. Can you see that? I hope so. Little baby perch. That'd make good bait. Too small to eat. We'll try and catch a couple of more while we're in here. I'll catch one with any size in it. I got worms. I'll set up a drop shot rig. See if we can get a few, but until I verify that there's enough in here to. All right, one more cast in that corner. One more good cast in that corner. And we'll start casting the rest of the little bay over here. There we go. That's a good cast. And pin this float down rather than using the slip float part of it. This plastic on here, I don't even have smelly jelly on it. No scent. No crappie nibble. No nothing. There we go. Another bite right there. They got to be little perch. There we go. Something's pulling it. Pulling it. They pull on the tail of these Bobby Garlands. See, like there, it's moving it to the side. So we got an idea where these little perch are at. Maybe we'll catch one more. There's no current in here when this bobber's going sideways. You know, something pulling on the little tail. There's a bigger one in there. It'll eat the whole thing. Right now, I'm just glad to be outside before winter comes. Normally in this situation, I'd downsize if it was something I'm looking to catch. I want to just catch a bunch of fish. See if I can't pick through these and see if there's a decent sized one in here, or if there's a stray crappie in here. I think there's crappie on the other side of this. I'm on one side of a peninsula. We might check that out real quick before we call it. See, but I just moved it over maybe like 10 feet. Let's see if there's anybody. I was thinking I want to this whole ledge here check out. Oh, there we go. Nope. There's fish. They're just small. And they're close to the ledge. I got a bow in my line from the wind and it's pulling my bait out of there. I'll let it do that. Maybe it'll come across a bigger fish. All right, let's try. Let's try across this little bay here. See if we can't get one over there. Do 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 do. Nope, not even a nibble. Not even a nibble over there. Looks like the wind's got all the little guys blown into the corner here. One more cast. And we'll go to the other side. There we go. That's I would point the camera towards where I'm casting. You wouldn't be able to see it anyways. All right. Nothing. Just a little perch in here. Do I try the other side? Where else am I gonna go? Oh, there we go. Oh, missed him. There's fish behind that dock. All right. See if I can get another one over there. That sucker went straight down. There we go. That's a good shot. Let's see what's under there. There we go. Nope, little guys, little guys. We're just pulling them under by its tail, not getting the hook in. If we can't get lucky. That's a little too far away from the dock, but nope, missed them. They're little dudes. Little guys. Nope. See, they even hold it down and then they go. Maybe we'll get a little closer to there. I want to spook them off though. As soon as he gets out of the shade of that dock, boom, nothing. Nothing. Let me get out here in the front so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah, that cast sucked. See, not a thing. All right, do we pull the chair up here, resize, and just cast along these docks? If I had time, I would say yes, but I am going to move a little closer because my casts are starting to suck. Starting to do this without hitting the dock. And this wind always makes it kind of tricky. Looks like I'm good. If we can't get one more little one out of here. There we go. It's going under, but they can't get it in their mouths. Hoping to pick a bigger one out of there, but doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Right onto that dock. Trying to get it under the dock. Oh, missed them. Yeah, they're little bluegills. Felt that shake on that one. But they're little aggressive suckers. One of them's got to get the tip of that hook somehow. All right, I think I might retie. All right, we'll ask chat. Should I retie? Use some Berkeley 1-inch gulps. Get them. Let's take a look here. See what he says. Give me your answers to your questions. I'm gonna have a sip of some pop and yeah, because they're all over on this side. Hey, Duggar, what's going on? Happy Friday. Noise back in the house. How you doing? Off to be domestic. Thanks, Mark. All right, you know what? We're gonna retie. We're gonna retie and get set up for a Berkeley gulps. 1-inch man. No, that's not it. I think this is the one I'm looking for. I'll flip the camera around so at least you guys can see what I'm doing here in a second. That's the box I need. Let's flip it around. Layout, settings, camera, front camera. Hey, I'm back on screen. Look at that. Fancy pants. My God, I talk like an old man. All right, we're going to retie here. We are going to retie. Use some Berkeley 1-inch gulps. Show you what's in there. This is what I was using, and it's too. Can I see? I can't see what's good. That's what I was using. That's too big for these little bluegill. See how fast my old blind eyes can tie this. Didn't take me too long. All right. Clue. No, we're gonna. I got any of David's jigs in here? I do not. I have to use what I got. Have to use what I have. All right. Officially, the old stuff's cut up. All right. We'll use a number 6, Pro V Aberdeen. Simplest rig you can do for panfish right here. Tying Aberdeen with a fisherman's knot, also known as the clinch knot. I do 7 wraps. We'll put a medium size. You know what? I'm going to put a small size split shot on here just to get that down. A little tiny. Well, I don't even know what number this is. All right, we'll use my favorite float, a weighted fill. I love these suckers. I think they're 3/8. 5/8, I'm pretty sure. The spring float. Like I said, simplest in the world. I'm using this since I was a child. That should be deep enough. Okay. We're good. Put this away. This away. We'll throw this line out so I don't need to, not out, but we'll put it back in this box. We're not even going to put the box away. Get me some Berkeley 1-inch gulps and see if I can pretend like I know what I'm doing. See if this does it. I do have worms. I didn't even think about using them, but that's okay. Lyle doesn't. These don't work for Lyle. Work for me. Let's see if I can get them to work for me. Simple, simple, simple. These are Eagle Claw Pro V Aberdeens. I like them because that bait sits right in there. Hopefully, I can't see because of the sun. There you go. That's it. That's it. Not a problem. Look, I'm not even going to get up onto the deck. I don't think I need to. Let's see if they want some of this. Let's see if they want some of this, like J Dog wants some of this. Look at that. They do want it. Come on. See if they're big enough to get even this little bait in there. Super light. We are in a wind here. Wind's manhandling me. There we go. That one I got in the sweet spot. They're pulling it down. They must be tiny if they're not eating this. We had them and we lost them. All right, we'll give it one more chance. If I can't get the hook set on this, we're biting that gulp in half. There we go. There we go. We got them. Look at that. Told you, they're not even that small. I don't know why they weren't eating that bigger bait. That's one. If I needed bait, I'd keep them for sure. Look at that. Let's see if we can get a few out of here. 1-inch gulps, working magic. There we go. There's another one. They're not even that bad a size. Look at this. We're getting some fish on here. It's a fishing live. He's beeping at me over there. Look at this. It went under already. Didn't even look. Looking at somebody beeping at me and I can't miss a bite. There we go. There's another one. Not the biggest fish, but they sure are fun. Look at that. That's what, 3? See if we can get 10. We'll move on our way if we do. Water feels nice and chilly. Yeah, that bait was way too big for them. They're pretty hungry. I mean, they're biting it as long as I get it near that dock, they're biting it. little far out here. I wonder if you guys can see or point the camera towards there. There we go. Nope, missed him. Didn't get far enough. That was way off. Yeah, there's fish out there though too. Look at that. Right under the dock he wants to go. They're all about the same size. Look at the size of that. It's like 10 pounds. He got the Berkeley badge belt. Just on an Aberdeen hook. Doesn't even have to be on anything fancy. The only time I like putting them on the time they work best on a jig head is when you need to move them. It's where the jig head keeps them in line. You know, and when you're moving them, they swim through the water. A lot of times the fish won't bite. You got to move them real slow. There's a bunch of fish on that front dock too. I'm going to check this back one here. Just want to cross the way, see if there's anything over there. There we go. Look at that. Oh, missed him. Man, they're all on this side here. Look at that. Must be even smaller by this dock. I should probably point the camera towards here. I don't know what you guys can see though that far. We're gonna try out here a little bit. It's interesting. It's interesting. Oh yeah, there's fish. They're biting. Here we go. There's another one. Oh, he let go. He let go. Well, let's try this side here. Let's see if Berkeley Gulp was the magic. This whole bay, yep, look at this. There's another one. Oh, missed him. This whole little bay can be full with them. I just wasn't giving them what they want. Look at this. Yeah, I should probably, if I had one of Dave's jig heads, I would change to it. They seem to be just grabbing the tail and running. A lot of times that jig head will put them, we'll put them right in line with the top of their mouth, which is a good thing. Nope, nothing biting it in the middle here. I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time I was wrong. They're just all in here tucked up in the weeds. If I could find some that were a decent size, I'd take a bunch home. Nope. I just cast it back to where I left just to see if there's anything over there. I wanted to keep catching those little bluegills. I could just keep casting over there. I'm just curious as to what's out here. Nope, nothing. One more bluegill, and then I'll look at chat and see what we're going to do next. Remembered how to cast, right? I'm trying not to hit the people's docks. There we go. Come on, take it. There we go. Oh, no, let go. There's one. All right. This is a little one. I told you we're going to catch one more, and then we're going to see what you guys want to do. All right, so we got bluegills in here. River gills. Let's see what you guys want to do. Hopefully you can still hear me with this AirPod in, and it's not too windy. I should start up my iPad so I can read chat a little better. Hey Dave, what's going on? We're just catching some bluegills, got some white bass. Have Sentry still here in the house. If I missed anything from any of you guys, I apologize. So here, I'm going to yeah, I'm gonna call it. Guys, but by the time I get the boat out, I need to be home by 4. Boat out, put away, dogs taken care of. And then I got to be in the shower at 4, shaved. I get ready to go out with the wife for date night. So let me point this down. So I just want to do a real quick stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little fish I caught. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate y'all. So we'll see you next time. Later.